Hello again, everybody, and welcome to our preview show for Showcase of Champions 5. I'm Scott Williams, joined by Vic the Stick Ross and the original TC Washington. When you talk about Legacy Pro Wrestling, you can't talk about it without mentioning the gentleman to my left here. Good evening, everybody. How are you?
Doing good.
You look happy, as usual.
You already slighted me. You put him over. You don't talk about how great I am.
Well, you are great, and you're going to get to show that in this next half hour as we talk about Showcase of Champions, the biggest show of the year. If you haven't been to a Showcase of Champions before, you're going to see champions from all over the Midwest coming in, defending their belts, being in matches, and it's an amazing event. You aren't going to want to miss it. Saturday, September 5th. That's right around the corner, man.
And it really is a unique opportunity for fans to come out and see wrestlers that wouldn't necessarily be in this area.
Well, let's talk about some of the people that will be there, TC. One of the guys already signed, Garrison Creed, a guy with a legit military background. He's transitioned into professional wrestling, and he will be there September 5th.
You know, Garrison Creed, tremendous athlete. He was a part of Showcase of Champions 3, I believe, when he represented Powerhouse Pro Wrestling in an excellent match against a guy that came in from Illinois from freelance wrestling by the name of Craig Mitchell.
Yeah, Craig Mitchell, a very talented wrestler in his own right. Also their GLCW champion, Backwoods Brown. This guy's huge.
Massive competitor, known across the Midwest. Can't wait to see him in action at Legacy.
Yeah, me either. And I've had a chance to run into him, see some of his matches. He's been absolutely amazing. And I can't wait to see him again. Anybody else that, we talk about who's being announced that you're really excited to see?
I'm really excited to see Connor Hopkins make his debut in the Milwaukee area. That's a rising star.
I've heard good things about him. He comes from the northern area of the state and into Minnesota. What do you know about Connor Hopkins?
Met Connor Hopkins one time. Tremendous talent. Man, on the rise. And I think this is the platform right here for him to showcase everything that he has. And he's going to, his match could steal the show.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I can't wait to see that. We'll talk about some of the other guys that are coming in that you may not be familiar with, but let's talk about a couple people you are very familiar with. Our heavyweight champion, Brown Sugar, obviously is going to be in action defending the Legacy Pro Wrestling heavyweight. Who would have thought a few short months ago that we'd be talking about Brown Sugar as your heavyweight champion? You talk about a guy who's rising.
I did, that's for sure.
I did not. Come on now. He got lucky.
That's it.
Heavyweight champion, Brown Sugar!
Lucky, I'm telling you.
Well, he got lucky against both members of the Ross family, I guess, then, right? Last month.
Okay, rub it in.
I'm just saying. What are you going to do? Also, on that show, some guys who are making some major impacts, not necessarily in a positive way. The Dark Mafia will be involved in 2 separate title matches. Obviously, TJ Ace getting a shot at Devin August for his title. And then, of course, Nell Dillinger and Zach McGuire being part of the tag team match, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But these guys seem to be feeling like they've deserved a little bit more, and now they're trying to take it.
As you can say, these guys are ruffling feathers, as you can say. TJ Ace, as you heard in the interview that he did, you know, he was a part of the management at one point in time. He felt like he was, you know, undermined a lot, and, you know, he couldn't take it anymore. So he left. That's fine. That was his choice. You know, he did that. But coming a part of the interview that he did and some of the things that he said, you know, this kid, he's on the terrace here to try to take over Legacy Pro Wrestling. Yeah, man, the Dark Match Mafia.
You want to know what happened between us and Legacy Pro Wrestling back in February and March? That's some inside baseball for those of you that don't know. I walked out of this company. I walked on every commitment, every obligation that I had to this piece of crap company, to these piece of crap management around here, and to all you trash bag, no good, low life, loser fans. So he wants to call me a mastermind. I liken myself to a creator because I've been out here creating opportunities for seemingly everybody else except for myself. I've been here working for 6 years. You don't believe me? Rewind, 2014. A fan. I put money in these people's hands and I've invested in what I thought was going to be an excellent production. Fast forward 2015, same thing. Fast forward 2016. I'm out in the streets handing out flyers, putting over this show, putting asses in the seats, in the front of the Miramar, freezing mine off, collecting your tickets, and then running from the ticket booth to the concession stand to put food in your fat mouths. That's what I was doing, working hard. Fast forward, 2017, 2018, being the best damn referee that you have ever seen. And then all the while learning and honing my in-ring craft. Fast forward, 2018, 2019, 2020, performing in this ring. Into that tournament. So yeah, he was in a tournament, but he didn't belong there. I belong there. I strapped this company on my back and carried it as far as I can go. And while I strapped it on my back and carried it as far as I can go, guess what this man did? He was building it up. You don't believe me? Rewind, 2014, very first match, very first show out in Waukesha. Fast forward, 2015, 2016, 2017, dominated the tag team division as part of the Outcast movement multiple times. Tag team champion. Fast forward, 2018, 2019, 2020, singles division, greatest and longest reigning Legacy Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion of the world forever.
What did you say?
He did that. I carried it. He built it. All to keep being overlooked by each and every one of you. So you came out here. I came out here and you gave me an applause. None of you came to my back when I was being overlooked. None of you came from my back when I was being stepped down. So you want to applaud me now? You can take the applause, shine it up real nice. You know where I'm going with this. And stick it. You know what I'm saying? We cannot let this place that I carried and he built, we cannot let this happen. After I walked out, they pulled him out. Little inside there, they retaliated and pulled him out. That March show. Look, we couldn't let that happen. No, you shut your mouth.
Thank you.
We couldn't let that happen. So we came up with a plan. We called the powers that be. And we got our contracts back. And so now we're here. We're boring. Wait, just wait. Just wait, because you want to see how boring this gets? Listen to me. We got our contracts back in here. And we got one mission now that we're back. Now that the Dark Match Mafia is revived and revitalized, we got one mission, and that is to destroy what we have created. This thing has been built and carried by us, and now we're going to destroy it. So I am putting all of you guys that are back on notice. I am putting management on notice. There is a bounty on all of your heads, and there is a target on your neck, and the Dark Match Mafia does not miss. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome you to the Dark Match.
Well, I'll tell you what the problem is. These kids are tired of waiting around for an opportunity, okay? And they're going to take what they're ready for right now.
You know, I'll tell you what, though. I don't necessarily disagree, but now Dillinger is just your heavyweight champion. It's not like they're not getting opportunities. The opportunities have been there, but in some cases, some of the members of the Dark Match Mafia didn't take their brass ring and run with it, and now I think there's a little bit of whining going on. That's my opinion. But they're gonna be in action, and in that match, okay, it's gonna be a triple threat tag match. And the Caribbean Connection's involved in there. They've been around, Legacy for many, many years. Very talented. Your thoughts on it? You've had your battles with them. The Ross family's had their battles with them. Your thoughts on these youngsters that are just, they're really starting to become, a great tag team when you start talking about tag teams in a minute.
Yeah, I can't take anything away from Manny and Chuco. They're top flight competitors. They got the best of us. They won their titles back. Good for them. But it's a lot harder to hold on to them than it is to win them, boys. So strap them up.
Also in that triple threat tag match, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, the Natural Chris Black, teaming up against Jordan Harrison. An interesting pairing, and really they're teaming up just because they really want a shot at revenge on the Dark Match Mafia. So a team that's not used to teaming together, how do you think that plays out for them?
Well, you got Chris Black there, seasoned veteran. Been all around. He's been champion pretty much everywhere he's went. Then you got a new up-and-comer, Jordan Harrison, who since he's been in Legacy, prior to recently, he has been undefeated. So this tag team, I think you have to look out for him because under the tutelage of Chris Black, they possibly could be the next tag team champion.
That's about the smartest thing you've said so far tonight.
Wow.
Another member of another federation is going to be there, and I got to admit, I don't know a whole lot about him either. JDX, what do you guys know about this kid?
JDX participated in last year's Showcase of Champions, and he was very successful. JDX, from what I understand, holds 3 different titles from the AWF, the American Wrestling Federation, and also a championship from the Academy. It's a wrestling academy where he trains at. They also have a championship there, and there's another fan that's on the tip of my tongue.
So you're going to see one of my favorite and least favorite tag teams all in the same team.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm a big fan of Devlin King. What do you think of his partner?
His partner is the Samoan Savage Maru.
Mm-hmm.
And while he is not exactly a giant, what he is an untrained psychopath.
Yeah.
Who's going to come and tear your face off.
Yeah.
Take it home to his mom. Put it on the mantle.
As long as he doesn't talk his way off a show. But when you put those two together, Devlin Kane and Maru, they're hard to stop, man. They're both kind of out of control, right? They're both
100%.
At any given time, and they've already got titles to back it up, but at any given time, they could win the title in any company that they're working.
Well, think about it. One guy's a Viking, the other one is a savage from the jungle.
Yeah, and one likes cold, one likes hot, but yet they make it work. They're like the odd couple.
I'm just saying, how do you game plan against 2 guys who don't even know what they're going to do?
Correct. I just don't know which one's Felix and which one's Oscar. But that's going to be pretty good. And they're still trying to figure out who they're going to face because they're putting titles on the line. So, there's an open challenge. And while we have some of the matches, and we're going to talk about them, there's still some things that are being worked out. The powers that be, the brain trust here at Legacy Pro Wrestling is looking for the right matchups to make this the greatest. Every year this show gets bigger and better, right?
Absolutely.
So this is number 5, and they're looking to make this the best of them all. And I think they're going to do that. Any other of the faces that are already signed that you guys wanted to focus on a little bit? I really want to talk about Isaiah Moore, the human highlight. The name says it all. This guy can just about do anything, and he's certainly fun to watch, TC.
Legacy Pro Wrestling is about giving opportunity to great talent all over the wrestling world.
Yep.
And this is just another example right here. This kid, Mr. Isaiah Moore, great talent, saw videos. This kid can really move. He can do any and everything. And when I saw the videos, I said, why not?
Dude, 3 titles he holds already. He's held almost a dozen in his very short career working at Revolution, He's the current Heartland champion. This kid's just very decorated and young. I mean, just wait. I mean, I think he hasn't even hit his stride yet. Unlimited potential for a guy like this.
I hear you, man. Like I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not familiar with Isaiah Moore. That's why I love shows like this, so I can familiarize with the new up and coming guys from different areas.
Yeah.
I look very forward to seeing them.
It's gonna be amazing. Now we're gonna announce a match here. We've been given the pleasure and the opportunity to announce one of two matches we're gonna announce tonight. Connor Hopkins, a guy that you really like, JDX, a guy that you really like. They're gonna go 1-on-1 in a title match, and still trying to figure it out if it'll be title, or if one title will be on the line, the other one isn't. But both guys are champs, and they're going at each other.
This is great. Two young talents who's going to go straight head to head with each other. You know, throw down. They're going to go at it, hard fought. You know, this match right here, I can't call a winner.
Yeah.
And I agree. I actually like both guys in this case. JDX is a tremendous talent on the rise. Connor Hopkins only in his second year of pro wrestling.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Already
right.
holding a title.
And already on the Showcase of Champions.
Right.
In year 2.
Exactly.
Like, some guys have been, since this started 5 years ago, have been begging and pleading to be on this card, and they haven't been worthy. This kid, second year in, he gets a spot.
Absolutely, and he's very deserving, and he's going to turn a lot of heads.
Any other wrestlers that we want to feature that we know that are already booked? There's still some being worked. I know I saw some contracts in the office today when I went by the booking committee. They're still trying to figure out the last couple spots. And again, there's dozens of wrestlers that want to be part. But do you have any insight, TC? Because I know you know some things. There's some other guys that are in the works.
I hope you don't think I know some things, but maybe little things. I know, that there's a kid that's going to be on the show. He's not a champion by far, but he has the heart of a champion.
Okay.
And he's probably one of the most hard-hitting guys from this area, and that being Onyx Andretti.
Onyx Andretti, yes. A kid who I had the pleasure of meeting when he was a rookie, when he was a trainee. His style has changed quite a bit over the course of his career. He left for a while, left the area, went out west. He's come back, and I've seen him in the last couple of matches, including his last appearance at Legacy. It looked like Japanese wrestling. Like, it was very, very snug / stiff. It was quite a match. Yes, yeah. So that'll be fun. I can't wait to see that match and see how he gets paired up. Another match that I'm being told by our director that we can reveal. So Brown Sugar has an opponent. He will be defending the title, the Legacy
Well,
Pro
we
Wrestling
assume that.
against another champion. We mentioned him at the top of the show, Garrison Creed.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an interesting styles clash. Huh?
Creed gonna get all special forces on Brown Sugar. That's a huge size disparity.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, you always say back when we were young, and we're ancient. Back when we were young, like, the good little man doesn't beat a good big man. That's not the case anymore.
That's not the case
Wrestling's
anymore.
changed. Styles have changed. It's not a guarantee. I'll tell you what, though, Brown Sugar's going to have his hands full.
Absolutely. He's going to have to rely on his speed and his technical prowess if he expects to beat and overcome the size differential between him and Garrison Creed.
Well, there's another piece of it. So there's a size difference. Garrison Creed brings that. But there's, being special forces, and I love our military brothers and sisters. I love them to death. But when you see some of the stuff he saw when he was in combat, he's not all there. Okay, he's got this extra level where I've seen him turn on, kick that violent side, kick in, that aggressive side, kick in, and that's where I think Brown Sugar really has to be ready.
Well, good, because it's important. You got to have that killer instinct if you're going to be successful.
Absolutely. I mean, I think, but if you don't have that, or you take a day off, or you don't do your homework, you don't do the scouting that you need to do, you're going to get caught by surprise.
You know what? Got something just in. I think we should talk about it.
Okay.
One more match has been announced.
Oh, look at that breaking news.
We have talked about both competitors, but from what I'm understanding, for the GLCW Heavyweight Championship, champion Backwoods Brown will defend against Onyx Andretti.
Whoa, that is huge.
Wow, well that's I didn't know if there were a lot of people that could stand up to a guy like Backwoods Brown. Onyx Andretti can. I mean,
Yeah, according to this, after seeing Onyx's last performance at the last show, I have no doubt at all that he can go in there and he can beat Backwoods Brown. Maybe Backwoods Brown 400 pounds, but after watching Onyx's last performance, I don't think it matters.
right.
It doesn't matter. I think Onyx will go in there and he will knock Backwoods Brown on his ass.
Now, unlike the JDX and Connor Hopkins match, which I think is going to be more of a technical scene, this is going to be a fight.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fight.
Well, and there's the other thing, right? Not only do you see all different champions from all over the Midwest, you see all different kinds of matches. You see all different kinds of styles. So you're not just going to go to the show and see the cookie cutter same 5 or 6, tight matches that look exactly the same. You're going to see such a variety, and that's the variety you get at Legacy Pro Wrestling. That's the variety you get at Showcase of Champions. And again, you are not going to want to miss that. September 5th. Is it 7 or 7:30 bell time? Is it 7:30? So doors will be opening up around 6:45. I'm telling you, if you haven't bought your tickets yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Honestly, you're gonna, even though we're social distancing, you want to get close. You want to be there. You want to be right as close to your favorite wrestler or your least favorite. Maybe you want to boo. Maybe you want to cheer. You're gonna want to get tickets.
Nah, 6 feet, bro. Stay back.
Let me ask you about something, and I don't mean to poke at you because I really have a legitimate question. Why no Ross family on this show? Were you offered a shot?
Who says I don't have wrestlers on this show?
I didn't say you didn't have wrestlers.
You insinuated it.
I heard some rumblings from Jack Spade and Jason Masters about them not being included.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
take this from me to you.
Okay?
If I don't have wrestlers at that Legacy show, I'll quit the business. I guarantee you I'm showing up
Okay.
and my men will be on the card.
All right. Well, then you know that no matter what, whatever form, whatever grouping, if it's singles, if it's a tag team, they're going to be ready, and they're going to certainly give whoever they're wrestling against a run for their money.
You can expect that. You can expect that.
So there is more surprises. What's going to happen? What is the fate of my broadcast partner, Vic the Stick Ross? Will he quit the business? Will he win some titles? What's going to happen? More reason, right? More intrigue. Get your tickets now. 7:30, Root River Center. Saturday, and it's a Saturday night too. You don't have to worry about racing home from work and getting ready. You got all day to get ready. You got all day. You can cook some meat out at 3 o'clock, tailgate at your house before you get there, show up ready to go. Or don't, because the food at Root River is amazing.
That's right. Maybe you're thinking, hey, I want to get there early. I got bowling. Okay? Come down. Bring the kids. Put them in the minivan. Drive it on down. They'll take care of you.
Yeah, amazing. It's just an amazing venue. And I think as I've seen this company grow, we've been in a lot of venues. To me, this is my favorite because it's got everything. It's got space, it's got food, it's got great people, and it's got ample parking. So
right.
if some people are always worried about, no worries here. You get down there, park your car, come on in, Showcase of Champions 5. So let's run down what we know real quick, and we can put this in a nice bow. We know that there's a triple threat for the tag team titles, the Legacy Pro Wrestling tag team titles, the Caribbean Connection, your champs, taking on the Dark Match Mafia and Jordan Harrison and Chris Black. That is going to be fun, and just to see all three of them, get in there, and it's a triple threat. The champion doesn't have to lose.
Correct.
That's the danger. When
Does
you're the
not have
champ in a triple threat match, you're at the disadvantage.
That's right.
TJ Ace, Devin August, in that next gen title match, Devin August has been a champion for a year. TJ Ace feels like he's been slighted. He's coming for that title. That's going to be amazing. JDX taking on Connor Hopkins. The match you want to see.
Yes,
You're
sir.
very interested in that.
I am.
Backwoods Brown, your GLCW champ, taking on Onyx Andretti. That's going to be stiff, hard-hitting, ready to rock.
I want to see that one too.
And Garrison Creed takes on Brown Sugar and the Legacy Pro Wrestling heavyweight titles online. More matches will be announced. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's more things being worked on even as we speak. We're 2 weeks away, so make sure your eyes are peeled. Keep checking us out on Facebook. Keep checking us out wherever you can, because there's going to be things added.
Right. So if you need those tickets, make sure you get them online at www.legacypro.com.
Legacy Pro. I think Legacy Pro WI.
Got the WI. Can't forget the WI.
So again, www.legacyprowi.com. They're going fast, but there are still tickets available. You're not going to miss it. And if you're worried about, can I bring my kids? Yes. Will they have a good time? Yes. Will they see things that are going to taint them? No. You're going to see a hard-hitting wrestling show that's based around families. We thrive on families, right? I mean, that's what we want. We want you to come with your kids and have a good time. Get out of the house. Forget about all the problems in the world for a while. Forget about these illnesses. Forget about the politicians. Come and watch pro wrestling at its best. Once again, September 5th, 7:30, Root River Center, Showcase of Champions 5, Legacy Pro Wrestling. Any final words, gentlemen?
I just look forward to seeing everybody at Showcase of Champions.
I can't wait.
Get your tickets. Hurry up.
Good night, everybody.